Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This vlog is gonna be like a reflection of my entire week. Um, and if you guys aren't familiar, I am on a path to become a software engineer or a software developer. And so I've been learning JavaScript through Udemy. This guy named Jonas Schmetman, and I love his course. I'm learning a lot, and JavaScript is really hard, and I had a feeling it would be. Um, and I guess this is why I'm actually talking in this video, more so than I have in my other two, is because it's a reflection, and I want to reflect on how I almost quit in the very beginning, and I want to say like the first 3 weeks, um, just because I felt like I wasn't getting it and I didn't understand what was happening, and I almost quit. But in a way, it reminded me of 3D modeling and visual effects because I am an artist first, and when I was learning that stuff, it was super difficult. And I remember even making art now, it's like when you finally get something working or you finally get something going, you're just super proud of it and it's motivating, and all that hard work that you put into it, and you finally have it working, you finally got it to look how you want it to look. It's the same with JavaScript, and so that's what I was feeling when I started to understand the concepts more. And so I spent after he taught us about functions, I spent an entire week just literally every day practicing functions, arrow functions, arrays, objects of arrays. And after that week, I felt pretty confident because I was like, oh my god, I really get this. And so that's when he started teaching us about DOM and the DOM manipulation. And he taught us, at the end of that subject, he gave us this pig game, and the pig game is pretty much there's 2 players, and you each roll a die, and when you roll the dice, whatever number you get, it's like you add it to your current score, and if you roll a 1, then you lose all those points. But if you press hold before you land a 1, whatever you rolled up until then gets added to your total score. And so he taught us how to roll the dice and add the current score, but to the current player. And after that video, he was like, you guys should practice and try to go on your own and how to switch players. And so I was like, cool, I'm gonna do that. And he even said it in his video. He was like, if you guys can't figure it out, there's no shame in watching my video and following along with me. And so I was like, no, I want to try it on my own. And so I did that, and I felt super accomplished because I got it working, and I felt like I was thinking like a developer. And because when it comes to switching players, there's multiple things happening. You're not just switching players, you're adding that current score to a total score, and you're zeroing out that current score and then swapping over. And so I spent 2 days doing all of that, and it was just super rewarding. After I finished it, it felt really good, and so I felt really happy. And so it really did feel like a lot, and there was times where I was getting overwhelmed. Actually, I didn't take a break yesterday, but we got to a section in the course where he was talking a lot about theory. And if you guys have seen his course or know about his course, you know that it's kind of boring. And so I already hate lectures to begin with, and hearing him and listening to his voice try to teach us about the theory behind all of it was not fun. And they were long lectures, and it was a lot of information to take in, and I felt like at one point of the lecture, like my brain just couldn't process like all the information. Like it just felt like overwhelming, so like I had to get off. And so today I continued it, and it was just, again, it's a lot. And so after I got done with that, I tried doing some practice problems, and it's so weird because I don't know if you guys can leave in the comments and let me know if this happens to you as a developer. But like, again, things I was doing literally last week, where I felt like I was doing such a good job. I was remembering certain things, like the practice problems I was doing, it was almost like I forgot how to do it. And so like I would look up the syntax, and like after I would see it, and I would be like, okay, like this is how that works. Okay, like I can't believe I forgot it. Like it was just last week. And so I don't know, it made me feel like a fraud. It made me feel like imposter syndrome was at like fucking level 100. And so that's also another thing I'm struggling with, is imposter syndrome. I don't know if any of you guys deal with that or were dealing with that when you were first starting. Feels like it's at an all-time high right now, because I don't feel like I'm a developer yet, but at the same time I do feel like one. I feel like I'm sort of starting to think like one. And I'm not gonna lie, like even though I know how I mentioned that I almost quit, I like love where I'm at now, and I love learning about it, and I want to see where it's going or where it's going to take me, because I do have goals. Again, I want to be a software developer. And so that's just, I guess, my week in a nutshell. With what I've been dealing with coding, at least, programming. And so I would love feedback and would love to hear about, I guess your guys' situations, how you guys came up, if you guys still deal with imposter syndrome. It's been a lot. Again, I've been doing it for like a month and a half, and I spend about like 2 hours a day on it. I created this timer, this Pomodoro timer, with Swift, and I've been using that to help me like lock in. I silence my notifications, and I do like 25-minute intervals, and then I take like a 5-minute break, and then at the end of the last interval I take like a 15-minute break. And I do that for 2 hours. And so I don't know, I feel like that's a lot of time to spend in a day, but I also feel like maybe I should be spending more time. So that's another thing. Yeah, it's kind of feels good to get all my thoughts out, because that's the things I've been dealing with and thinking about this week when it comes to programming. I hope you guys made it this far, and again, would appreciate any feedback. So this may or may not be the end of the vlog. It's supposed to rain tomorrow and Sunday. I wanted to do something, maybe go out and get some food, go out and explore somewhere. But if it does rain, I probably won't do that. And so this is getting posted on Monday. If the video ends here, then I thank you guys for watching. If not, stay tuned for an adventure. But again, if not, thank you for watching.